Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So thanks to everyone first and foremost for checking in on me. It's obviously been a little bit crazy in Seoul these days due to the Halloween incident. I'm not going to talk about it, that's for like another time, but thank you guys for checking in. I obviously needed to take a little bit of a break, but I will be uploading more consistently. Promise. Things have just been so crazy. My life is a little bit, not a little bit, it's a really hectic. I'm trying to balance so much work that I'm very, very grateful for with my, you know, just trying to be a normal person and still trying to meet my friends and have a life outside of working. I wanted to make this video because I want to talk about what exactly I do here in Korea and how I actually make money and all those things that people ask me questions about, because I have so many people in the comments or in my DMs who are literally, I've been watching you and I like don't understand what your job is. And honestly, sometimes I'm like, you know what, me neither. Technically my visa currently is an entertainer visa here in South Korea, which means anything entertainment related, in front of the camera related work is what I'm legally allowed to be doing. I think I did I make a video how to like the actual like step-by-step process on how to get an E6 visa. If you're curious about that, go check out that video. But I want to talk about what it exactly actually logistically technically that I do here to sustain myself. To throw it back, I graduated from university as a business major and I had double concentrated in marketing and international business because I was like, when I graduate, I really want a job. After university, I worked at huge Fortune 500s for their like media marketing team, specifically for digital marketing. And then I didn't want to do that anymore. So I decided to quit and come teach English in South Korea. Originally, this was a short-term plan and it's now been a couple more years. I think my second year, I started doing content. I think method of coping with the fact that I didn't feel passionate about teaching and I knew it wasn't going to be my long-term plan. So I wanted to at least have something that I could show later to say like, I can do XYZ, I've created X skill set. And because I came from a marketing background, it was a little bit of an easier transition for me to think about doing that. But I do advise anyone if they're coming to teach in Korea, if you know that teaching is not your forever plan or it's not your passion, definitely find ways to keep up with hobbies or build your portfolio, like take online courses. I know a lot of people who were taking online like master's courses while also taking coding classes while they were teaching. Definitely find time to be able to still build up your professional portfolio while you're here in Korea just living it up. Then I started making content. There was instances where there was like a couple months at a time where I was able to realize if I leverage my content making portfolio, I can actually be making more money than me teaching here in South Korea. And I like making content more than I like teaching, so I was like, how can I just want to do this one. So I switched over to the E6 visa. As you guys know who've been watching me for a while, I decided I'm going to just go this route of being an entertainer, of making content. Nowadays, when I say I'm working simultaneously across totally different categories and spectrums and layers of things. So I think obviously one, I have YouTube, so I have this going on. This doesn't really bring me sustainable income on its own because I'm not like a huge million subscriber channel or anything, but occasionally when I do get to do some sponsored videos or I get to you know, have like paid partnerships, that's how I would get money from this channel. There is like AdSense obviously, but it doesn't, you know, AdSense means nothing nowadays. Sometimes my channel makes a lot and then sometimes it doesn't, so it's not really stable for me to say I can just count on YouTube, which means I have to find other sources of income while living here. As an entertainer here in Korea on this visa, you do have to make a certain amount every 6 months or every year, and they do check just to make sure you are able to sustain yourself on this visa, because I think in the past a lot of people just came on this visa as a model, but they didn't do anything and they didn't contribute to society, and or they were like doing really shady things. A little, you know, a little it's either 6 million won for the year or 6 million won within 6 months. I'm not 100% sure. No, I think it's 6 million for the year, so you only need to be making like 500,000 won technically per month, which is based on the current exchange rate, less than $500. Another thing I do is I do modeling, but mostly because I'm not a professional model. I shouldn't say that. I'm a professional model. People have been telling me I need to be more assertive. I usually book commercials, and I'll usually be like an extra in a commercial, which only makes a couple $100s per commercial, and it's not super steady. You know, that's like nice like side income on occasion, but I don't count that as my main source of income either. I also occasionally do some voiceover work, and it's mostly for, you know, English tests. They play the lesson, Jimmy needs to eat a sandwich, but he also wants to go to the store. That kind of stuff. I did recently a kitty song voiceover where they had me sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Those kind of Pinkfong, Baby Shark type of songs. I'll occasionally do paid partnerships on my TikTok or my Instagram. Go follow me on my Instagram and TikTok if you don't already. Please and thank you. And subscribe to this channel, obviously. Another thing I just started is live show host commerce, host Instagram lives for brands, and I just started doing that. So that's very new to me, but I can now put that on my resume as something I do, which is very cool and I'm very excited about. So stay tuned for those. The last thing I do, which is my main source of income here and my most probably steady and how I can make my living, is that I outsource my skill sets as a content creator to brands. What I do is I actually create content for brands to use. None of the stuff I make for them goes onto my personal channels, and they can choose to use it or not. I am contracted to just basically make whatever they want me to make for their social channels. And so I'm also, I guess in a way, like a bit of a brand ambassador for the brands, but I don't outright advertise for them on my personal channels. It's a little bit different where I'm not leveraging my social media for them. It's more just organically, I'm creating content for them as if I'm a freelance studio. That is what I do here currently in Korea. But as you can see, you know, I'm no longer just working for myself. I'm working for a lot of different people. And in terms of modeling bookings and in terms of getting like partnerships for videos or for social media, I need to seek those out myself. So I'm constantly, it's like such a freelancer life where I'm constantly sending out my portfolio, constantly sending out my headshots, going to castings, going to auditions, writing emails, and trying to do a lot of the business and hustle of it all while still also maintaining the schedule of like actually working on content for not me. So I hope you guys can forgive me for not being super consistent with my personal content lately. It's just I do have a lot of work happening all at the same time, and I can't really sacrifice a contractual deadline for something I'm getting paid for versus something that is just for my own channel. So sometimes my channel just has had to suffer a little bit schedule-wise in order for me to like fulfill the other obligations I need to do. So I've made it a life's mission to get it together. I had a meeting with my agency the other week and they're like, can you like upload more? Yes, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see coming up in the future. I do have a schedule that I've planned out that I hope to maintain very, very well moving forward, but just give you guys reasoning why there's been a little bit of inconsistency. That's the reason. I'm personally going to try and be better. That's what I've been up to. That's my job. If you have any questions about teaching, if you have any questions about modeling, if you have any questions about being a content creator, come at me. I'm ready for you. Also guys, I know sometimes when I upload a video, people aren't notified because I'm not even notified. Just like hit that notification bell to make sure you're able to like see when I do upload a new video. Because I even my friends have said like they don't see my videos and they are subscribed to me, so I don't know what's going on. YouTube hates me, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.